So we're at the Olustee battlefield reenactment. This is Saturday afternoon. This is the ambush at St. Mary's. This was the prelude to the battle when the retreating Confederates made a stand at the St. Mary's to try to stop the advancing Federal Army moving from Jacksonville toward Lake City and Tallahassee.
Left section! Fire, mother section! Section! Fire!
Ultimately, the Confederate stand would crumble under Union artillery fire, and the Confederates would retreat before the Union advanced.
The retreat would come to a halt 10 days later at a place 10 miles east of Lake City called Olustee.
All right, we're at the Olustee battle reenactment, and could you tell me what unit do you represent?
I represent the 29th out of Illinois, but when we're in Olustee, we are the 54th Massachusetts.
54th Massachusetts?
Yes, sir.
What do you think is the most important aspect of the battle that should be communicated to kids today?
That on both sides of the battlefield, there were men who died for what they believe, whether it was right or wrong and willing to sacrifice their life for what they believe. As for the black troops whom I represent, it was an honor to fight in the Union when a lot of the men of the 54th, unbeknown to a lot of people, weren't slaves. They were freed men that were out of Boston who had businesses, barbershops, and things of that nature. And they volunteered. They left their freedom to come and fight in a battle where a lot of them died. And the other important thing that it's a turning point. I call the Civil War the first civil rights movement. Not taking from what Martin Luther King or anyone did, or even our new president-elect, but it was the first civil rights movement where blacks played a role in America, where so long they were considered less than human, so to speak, and now they saw men of color could fight and was willing to die for it. If you really get a chance, a lot of the men in the 54th, they fought many years without pay. There was some unfair treatment. There's a person here who did one of the soldiers called Gooding. He wrote Lincoln. He was captured here actually, and he died in a prison. And he wrote Lincoln complaining about the pay. One of the things he said in his letter, a black man can stop a bullet just as well as a white man. And his point was taken, and finally they got the right pay, which was $13, a month. Now $13 a month is nothing for us, but I think that's important for everybody to know the history, where we come from, to know where we're going.
The day after the ambush at St. Mary's, Confederate General Joseph Finnegan would march out with 5,000 troops from Lake City to intercept the oncoming force. This battle, the Battle of Olustee or Ocean Pond, would be the biggest battle of the Civil War for Florida.
Smoke, man.
captured them, you just put them in your army. A little kid
Guaranteed gig.
Yeah. And just throw them in your army and put them back to work.
Long tradition there.
Well, we whooped them Yankees and we whooped them good. I think they'll be back.
The Confederates win again. Let's hear it for the Southern boys. When the Union retreat began around 6 o'clock, there were 1,861 Union and 946 Confederate soldiers killed, wounded, or missing. The defeated Union force returned to Jacksonville, where they remained until the end of the war, just 14 months later in April 1865. In about
Gentlemen that participated in this reenactment, thank you for attending and thank you for your participation.
The percentage of casualties at the Battle of Olustee placed it among such battles as Shiloh, Antietam, and Gettysburg.
Well, sir, can I talk to you for a minute?
Oh yes, you can talk to me for more than a minute if you like.
What unit do you represent?
Well, in this unit we have different people from different parts of the country, and but we all come here because the 54th was here.
What do you think is the most important lesson that we can take from the Battle of Olustee to tell the kids today?
Tell the kids today?
What's important for them to know?
It's a good history lesson about the American Civil War. And the violence it caused. The deaths of probably needless deaths.
See Terry say bye and go.